Hi, Julie Torrance here. Thank you for all the lovely comments about this journal. I'm still working on it. And what I wanted to do was a project that I saw on that Margaret on 7th Plaza. She's the one that I saw this on. She's the inventor as far as I know. And for her, it was a half sheet wonder where she took a 12 by 12, cut it in half, and then did a project. So I did the project. Which way does it go? I don't know. This way. And it has a pocket and you open it. You have writing space and then you open it and you have writing space or however you want to decorate it and another pocket. And I just like this because I am so weary for me to just have pocket tag. You know what I mean? I felt like this was different. Now she said you can do it, and I did, on any rectangle. So mine is an 8.5 by 11. However, my printer leaves a white border. So I had to cut that white border off. So it's a little bit smaller. It is, again, use what you have, and double-sided. So, and the best you can. Now, both of these are a little bit directional. This probably would be like this, but, we're using it, use what you have, and these are what I have. So let's just take one. Now, she did this in her August series of doing, how do I explain it? 3 in 30 minute. Well, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do 3, and I know I'm going to need more than 30 minutes. Okay, first thing is, let's get this bone folder. First thing is you need to fold in half and in half. So I am using my scoreboard because I'm just not a good folder. So this is 7 1/4. All right, so 3 1/2 equals 7, and then an 1/8 to get that quarter. We're going for it. Could be wrong, hope not. I got off track. I'm not even good at this. There we go. Okay, now that does not look in half at all. Well, let's see. 3 1/2. 7. Oh, it's not a quarter. It's a half. So I need a quarter plus. Okay, so 3 1/2 is 7. Then I have a half. So that's a quarter, right? Then I have another quarter. So I need to go another 1/8 here. Don't worry if you make mistakes. I do it all the time. Okay, now this way. I don't think that other is going to show. Okay, so I am 10 3/4. So 10 is 5, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Does that look like half? Let's see. No, those were 1/8. All right, try it again. 10 inches. That's 5. Now I need 1, 2, 3/4. So that's 1 1/2 quarters. Okay, we're going for it. If I'm going to make a mistake, I'm going to make it twice. Draw the line twice. All right, let's see what we got. So now we have to fold it and kind of deciding what's going to show and what's not. I think I'm going to fold it this way. And I have 2 lines here, right? One's right and one's wrong. I believe this one's right. Good. Let's get that bone folder. If you're going to make a mistake, press it in. Now, this way, same thing. And that's off. We can see that. How much am I off? I'd say 1/4 of an inch. Well, you know what? Obviously, using my scoring tool is not the answer. So I'm going to pretend that I'm a good folder. There. Okay. Is it going to look like a ragamuffin mess? It might. All right, now here's another strong point that I don't have, and that is to use a knife. But I need to take the knife, and I need to be brave, and I need to practice. This is the half, right? Yep. So I'm going to go at that junction and just cut it all the way to here, all the way out. All right, let's use the cutting mat for a guide to keep things straight. All right, that should be straight. I believe I'm supposed to start it from here. Now, I'm going to do it again. Ooh, see, went way off. All right. Did I do that right? Yes. Okay, very good. Now, I am to take my ruler, line it up with this line, and cut down a little bit as far as you want it so that you're going to make the tag shape. Okay. We'll just pretend like that's a good tag shape. And I want to, there, lift this up so I can see, and then just put an angle on it. Good. Put the ruler away. Cover up the knife. And come over this way. And turn this around. Good. Let's fold this down. I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to use this as my guide so that hopefully the right and the left match. Okay. Throw those little bits away. Now, think we're done cutting? Oh no. We need to cut this. Now, does it have to be in half? It doesn't. But she did. So I'm just going to make this straight on my board. I hope you can see. Maybe I'll bring it down. Okay. There. So I've got it lined up on my board. And I'm just picking a line right there. It's kind of in the middle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fold my tag out of the way. Because the next thing you know, I'll be driving right through it. Oh, yeah. You say, no, I won't? Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Okay. Can I do one more cut? Can I get the lid off of my knife? Yes. Don't tell my dentist. Here we go. Ooh, there it's going off kilter. Ooh, off kilter again. Okay. So, you should be done with the knife. And this folds back and becomes a pocket here. And then this opens up and this becomes a pocket here. And oh, you can see how terrible I cut that. Oh boy. Well, You have tools, Julie. Let's get a tool out. Up and straight. That's not straight. That looks straight. Okay. That should be better, theoretically. We'll see. It is straighter. Okay. Now, she cut little notches, you know, those thumb notches, and then she was sorry that she did it. So I'm not going to do that. What am I going to do next? I'm going to open up or spread out some paper here, and I want to ink up all these lines. I know inking can be extremely boring, so I will speed it up. I think I've got all the edges. If I don't, I have enough. Okay, now this doesn't get glued. This does. So I'm gonna put this. Now, she talks about when you get this piece, it might be just a little too tall that you can't fold that, and I can feel that. So I'm just gonna take my scissors and give it a trim. Okay, good, good. I didn't ink, but you can live through it this long. You can. So how are you? Here we're well into it before I even said, how are you? And I'm sorry. But I do hope that you're doing well. I'm going to get rid of this, all the little inking scraps. Get my glue. And nice. Now I'm going to make 2 of these. And frankly, I saw her make 3, and I still had to watch again just to get it cemented in my head. Watching a video, for me, it does help me understand a process better than just like reading about it in a book. Okay, very nice. There's that one. Now, this is going to go here. This is going to go here. And so I want to glue here. That's why I wanted to do the inking, because once you glue, it's hard to ink. It is for me. I've seen some people do some pretty remarkable inking after they had something all put together. I'm not that way. Just not. Okay, now I'm just checking, where do I have things kind of sticking out, or, you know, and what is her name? I forget. It's not Margaret, but it's similar. She is excellent with the knife. And even she had a little bit of trimming to do. So I'm not going to feel bad, and you shouldn't either. Okay. Got a little weirdness right here. I think it's better if I just pull it off. That's right. That's right. Okay, where are we? How does this go? Like this. Like this. Okay. Now, for here, I'm going to put an eyelet. So, I'm going to find the middle-ish and get my eyelet stuff. It's here, don't worry. I pulled out some gold ones. Do you notice that fashion right now, if you're buying a purse or a coat, or the trim is all in gold, and the costume fashion kind of jewelry is all gold? We were silver for so long, and now we're gold. Now this is cardstock, but it's not the heaviest cardstock, so I am trying to be just a little bit careful with easing this eyelet in. There we go. But our friend said to just kind of use a medium weight cardstock, so that's what I tried to do. All right, here we go. Give her a squeeze. There. Okay. One. This goes in, this goes down, and then it needs decorating. Should we do another one? Okay. Now, I think I'm going to skip that whole step. I'm going to just go with my folding. Like I said, I don't think I could make the situation any worse. I knew I covered up my bone folder. That's okay. Here we go. And now, this way. Went outside this morning. Ran out to the trash. And the maple trees, you know, the ones that hand you all those helicopters in the spring. The colors are definitely changing. It is not my imagination. Okay, I need to do this line. I think I'm going to close my glue. Because I'm such a speed demon. Would I find it easier with a smaller ruler? I can try. All right. Let's get this on lines. Okay. And okay. Yay! Cutting that. And this goes in. And now this one I cut in half-ish. Doesn't have to be half, but I do want it straight. So I'm just lining this up on a line, and then I'm just picking a line. It's definitely not in half, but it doesn't need to be. It's just going to be a pocket place. Oh, I know I'm going off. Oh boy. Yep. Well, it is what it is. I just have a feeling I need to get over the, the fear of the knife and keep using it, and then perhaps I will get better at it. I keep closing it, which is not a bad habit, but I'm not done. All right, find a line. And now I've got to make the part that goes with the tag, right? Okay. Did I get it? Say I got it. Oh, I almost got it. We're going to pretend I did. Well, you guys have the patience of Job putting up with me with all these kerfarful. And like I said, I saw her do 3, and I still had to watch. Let's put this down. Go down. What's the matter? Go down. Thank you. Okay. No, my fingers are in the way. There. Close enough. There we go. Okay, so tag shape goes in, this goes down, here's a pocket, and then we put a pocket over here. Hey, that's not too bad. Good. Okay. The first time I inked it up with Vintage Photo. This time I'm going to ink it up with Ground Espresso. Okay. Getting the ink crumbs. All right. Now, what do we have this way? Okay. Well done. Time for some gluing. Let's glue this one on first. Oh well. Sorry, here I am again. I'm doing it over here because I don't want the little ink crumbs to... There we go. Get the glue. What's on your art desk? What are you working on? Talk to Robin. And I know I told you in the last video that she's working on journals for her daughter and daughter-in-laws. And it's a bit of a project. And she wants to come back in October, which is all good news to me. So we will be seeing her, not September, but October. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I do not think any of her family watches my videos. She'd tell me, don't say anything. Okay, now this one needs to go this way. I almost glued it shut. Did you see that? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I tell you. Okay. Now, this goes in, this goes down. And now I'm going to trim up anything sticking up or sticking out. And I have more this time than the last time. That's okay. Trim it up. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going with it. What I'm seeing is a little bit of this edge, and I'm going to ink her up. That's what you do about that. Okay. That's wrong. This way. Okay. This is the front. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to be putting this like gluing it, and then you just open it and open it. I'm kind of thinking like that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to decorate this part. I'm going to decorate here and more. But let's start with this. All right, let's get some decorating stuff that goes with my, now this is a scrap, but I like it. Yep. Okay, let's, okay. Good. I'm going to give my inker a little trim. That's going to stop some of those crumbs. One of my next things on my budget, I'm going with Vintage Photo, is ink daubers, because I've done this using cosmetic sponges for years. But I'm thinking that my archival ink is simply chewing up. You know, the chemical is not a good match, because that's what all these crumbs are. It's these things falling apart. So I'm going to do that. All right, let's get some glue. Let's get a little glue book. This glue book is loaded. Hang on. There. Okay. Nice. Okay, I like that. Still a pocket. And I've got more little things on my desk, like these cute little birds. Let's see what else. Some kind, I know what I need. I know what I need. Oh, what about this? Oh, hey. Uh-huh. Yep, like that. Layer, layer, layer. Right? It's all about the layers. You guys move for a moment. Whoop. Cut it a little short. Story of my life. It's okay. That's okay. I also see some glue on top, and I don't want my inky fingers. There we go. Good. Nice. Okay. Now, we got that on there. Let's get I want more color. How about, I've got butterflies. I've got postage, faux postage. These are little labels. I think I want one of my bigger labels. Yes. See, I needs color. Okay. But that's really extreme. Let's not go that extreme. What about this? Okay, that's good. I think I want it up here. Nice. Then maybe another one that goes horizontal. I know that I've got this one like this somewhere else in the journal. Let's start with that. Maybe a third one. Okay. All right. I like that background. I'm going to use art glitter glue. So today's Friday, and I know a lot of folks are already wherever they want to be. Did I do it this way? I think I did. For Labor Day, we've got a bank holiday. You know, everything's closed. Yeah, we do. There. Okay. So, yep. And then my grandson starts his 4K next week. And that's exciting. Okay, now I think I did this one this way. I like that. And then this one this way. Nice. Okay, now I've got shapes in here. What are you? Too big. This is a little envelope. That's cute. Not the right spot. Hey, now, what about her? She covers that up. Nah, but I'm going to keep her out. I have another one of like her. Let's do that. So do you have children and grandchildren in school or getting ready for school, or what's happening there? It's all good, isn't it? My grandson doesn't seem afraid or concerned or anything. He seems like he's just really looking forward to school. That's a blessing. But it's not new to him. Now, when his dad started kindergarten, he was the only child and wanted to be around kids so much. But we did things, you know, Awana. And Awana is like Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts with a biblical emphasis. And, you know, church, Sunday school. So he was used to the kinds of things you need to be able to do for school. All right, what else have I got in here? Her. I know she's going to be too big. What if that's too wide? Too wide. Maybe this. I think that's just fine. Okay. How about down here, a number? An oval number? Okay. This is very faint, I realize. But let's look at some of the other smaller things. I like that. And I'm just going to go over here and just give it a little bit of ink. You're not missing anything. Just a little bit on the tips. You can certainly see I couldn't make and decorate 3 of these in a half hour. Nope. Okay. Something up here. Butterfly. Now my butterflies are pretty bright, but not all of them. Like this one. No. This one. Good. Nice. Okay. I like that. And it's a pocket. So now, opening it up, writing space. This is going to be a pocket. So maybe something just along here. I've got another one of these pieces. Too same, too much the same. I don't know how so many of these. What's this? Hey, that fits nice. I'm putting that right there. Probably wondering, maybe you're not, why I'm using my art glitter glue instead of glue stick. Because the glue stick is getting on my fingers, and then whatever ink is on my fingers, it pulls off, and then I'm getting ink blobs, and I don't like them. So, okay, I like that. Yes, I do. Okay. I need more ink. I need more mess. Okay, let me get the vintage photo going here. So that's why, another reason why I want to get the ink daubers, because it's not as easy to get these cosmetic sponges as it used to be. Maybe they're coming out of vogue. I think a lot of people are using brushes. And I'm not spending $6 on one. I will spend more than that to get the proper thing from Ranger. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now, Ann Kenlin, she has the ink dauber on a, on a spool. I just don't happen to have a big spool, or I would do that, because it's getting your fingers away from the ink. And that's what I need. Okay, I'm liking this. Yes, I am. And she's going to get a hole and then, you know, maybe some lace or something. Here, speaking of lace, I just happen to have a tub. Just look. Tub o' lace. So, I am just going to grab, this might be, that's too much. I want it flatter. What's this? I think that'll work fine. What I don't want, what I don't want is that it won't close, you know. Now I made this a little bit long, you know, measure twice, cut once. And I think this will be fine. Goes the other way. No, I had it the right way. Okay. I am going to put a line right here. Now, one of the people I watch, Julie on Camellia Craft Designs. All these people I'm mentioning, I will link their channels. I always have a list of favorites, so keep your eye out. You know, you should be checking. Yeah, listen to me like I'm your mother. You should be checking the descriptions on our channels, because there is a plethora of good information. I know I look. I really do. Well, I wanted to try this instead of my Fabri-Tac, which I have, just to see. And I can tell you the first thing is, certainly doesn't grab as fast. But once it's grabbed, I will, oh boy, am I inky. I will trim it. Okay. Maybe I can trim this one so that I can close it properly. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. That will be fine. See if I can, let's see if I can really mess it up. Why not? You're videoing, Julie. Perfect time to mess things up even more. Okay, I like that. I like her. This goes in. This goes down. And voila! I'm very happy with this. I hope that you are. And I'll just pull up the other one. I have it here somewhere. Hang on. Here was one that we made. Still needs decorating, and it will. And then here's the decorated one. Probably you'll decorate a little here too. Should I? All right. All right. Those of you who tuned out already, well, sorry. You know, it could be a little pocket. Wouldn't that be clever? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. All kinds of secrets in this little folio. Yeah. That's pretty. All about the layers. Okay. All right. Nice. Find a clean spot on this. There we go. Nice. Okay, well, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found it entertaining. Let me know in the comments what you think. And you are more than welcome to subscribe. It's totally free and we'd love to have you in our little group. In the meantime, down here, a video is going to pop up just for you. I will be over there.